Let's get to the major developments now from Power City. ExxonMobil union members who've been locked out of the Beaumont refinery for months could now have a chance to vote to decertify. That could effectively clear the way for them to get back to work even without a new contract.
Well, 12 News reporter James Grant is live tonight outside of the Beaumont ExxonMobil plant. And James, this is all happening because more than 30% of union workers signed a petition?
That's right, Days Jordan. We received word this afternoon from the National Labor Relations Board. Days Jordan, that's right. We received word this afternoon from the National Labor Relations Board that they had filed that petition. So what's next? According to local USW rep Brian Gross, this petition has been in the works since before the lockout even started. He says these locked out Exxon workers who have signed the petition don't feel like the union has done enough in contract negotiations with the company.
They think we should have voted on the proposal that the company has offered. The previous proposal.
12 News is working to confirm who started the petition. Gross says the person is not a union member. Gross says the local union continues to work with ExxonMobil to reach a new fair contract. But he says this new decertification petition might get in the way of their goal.
It just adds some burden on the process, because now instead of trying to concentrate and really work through this proposal, now everybody's focused on this decert.
So how did these locked out workers get to this point? Let's discuss. Have a union but don't want one anymore? Here's what must happen according to the National Labor Relations Board. At least 30% of your coworkers must sign cards or a petition asking the NLRB to conduct an election. ExxonMobil has 650 members, so 195 signatures must be collected. From there, NLRB will look over the petition and determine if a decertification election can move forward. If the answer is yes, an election would be held and the 650 ExxonMobil union members would vote yes or no to staying in the union. If the majority says they no longer want to be in the union would become decertified. Local attorney David Starn says he guesses the decertification won't pass, but if it does, this could leave many of these locked out Exxon workers in a tough spot without the union's protection.
There's going to be a lot of the people that are not going to be rehired by Exxon and brought back because they're going to be able to achieve what is one of Exxon's #1 goals, and that is to reduce their force.
James Grant with a fresh perspective tonight. So Exxon put out a statement this afternoon saying it, quote, respects employee choice and believes in the value of a direct relationship between the company and employees without a third-party union. So the company making pretty clear where it stands. We know this gets quite complicated. If you go to 12newsnow.com or our app, you can get a more detailed look at how this process could play out over the next few months.